Hello everyone, welcome back to another hero tutorial videos. This time, we'll be learn about Ruby. Skill Introduction. Passive. Let's dance. After each skill cast, Ruby can dash to another location, gaining extra physical and magic defense. First skill. Be Good. Ruby swings her scythe, dealing damage to enemies in an arc. She then releases a shockwave in the same direction that deals damage to enemies hit and slows them. Second skill. Don't Run, Wolf King. Ruby swings her scythe around herself twice, dealing damage to nearby enemies and pulling them toward her. Ultimate skill. I'm Offended. Ruby sweeps her scythe in the target direction, dealing damage to enemies hit and pulling them toward her. Skill Combo and Landing Phase. Ruby is a fighter hero who usually acts as an explainer or roamer. The highlight of Ruby is her second skill has a crowd control effect as well as an ultimate skill that can be used to initiate war or randomize enemy formations. Playing Ruby is quite easy in theory and practice because the three skills possessed by Ruby can be used separately according to the situation without having to follow a certain order. There is one common combo for Ruby by using Flicker as a battle spell. The sequence is quite simple. Ultimate skill. Use Flicker towards the back. Use the second skill, and end with the first skill. When playing Ruby, you don't need to wait for all skills to be ready to face the enemy, and you don't need to hesitate to use each skill because of the short skill cooldown. But what you should pay attention to is Ruby's passive, ultimate skill readiness, and any heroes on the enemy team with a typical dive in gameplay. Enemy heroes with a typical dive in will have difficulty dealing with the second skill from Ruby because of its crowd control effect, which can cancel combos and create a long pause when the enemy hero has entered the middle of the team formation. This will be very efficient in supporting marksman and mage when you play Ruby as a roamer. You can also use your second skill to zoning enemy damage dealers who intend to join the war when you play Ruby as an explainer. Ruby's passive can be used to create distance or ward off distance from enemies depending on running or chasing situations. His passive also allows Ruby to penetrate certain objects in the map. If used properly, this can help Ruby's movement along the battlefield and increase Ruby's survival time when being chased by enemies. When a war occurs, Ruby does not provide support in the form of lethal damage but supports team heroes to survive longer, disrupts the movement of enemy heroes who are considered to have lethal damage to approach teammates with thin HP, supports team mapping by opening eyes on the bus area when the enemy hero is not visible on the minimap. So your hit priority when team war is not to kill but to support teammates. Item and Emblem Setting. For the item, you can use the following item. For the emblem setting, you can use the following setting on video. The recommended spell. Hero compatibility. Strong against Gushin, Fanny, Lunox, Paquito. Countered by Terizla, Kufra, Lapu Lapu, Mardis. Best teammates, Wive, Claude, Kadita. And that's the Ruby tutorial. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe the official channel of Mobile Legend and turn on the bell to get notifications about other videos. The next video we'll be learn about Alpha.